Alright, welcome back everyone. It is LaughNgamez here. I am back, and it is time for a double whammy. So, today we are going to be having AlphaStar play a PvZ against a Masters player. However, it's not just going to be the one game. We're going to pack two into this video, because why not? And okay. This is a little bit curious. I didn't expect it to start off just like this. The Zerg player going to be moving out on the map with a drone already. Meanwhile, AlphaStar is just doing its own thing in doing a standard PvZ opening, really. And in comes this drone. Does this drone spell bad news for AlphaStar here? Is it going to steal a gas? Is it going to throw down a hatchery? AlphaStar, though, does prevent the gas from being stolen. Will it prevent the other one from being stolen? The answer to that is... maybe? No, it doesn't. So AlphaStar having a very early gas steal. This Masters Zerg up to no good. Now, yeah, let's just keep an eye on what AlphaStar is going to do to react to this. Basically, I mean, having your gas stolen is a bit of an odd thing. It's, in theory, in Starcraft 2, it is something that should never happen in a PvZ like this, or in any matchup, really, because it's preventable. Very, very easily can you prevent, can you prevent your gas being stolen? Simply by right-clicking one of your own workers and hold positioning them by the geyser. And that basically prevents your opponent from building the gas there because the worker's blocking it. And so, in theory, it means that you should never, ever basically have your gas stolen. I mean, of course you make mistakes, and things like that can happen. However, that's actually something I wanted to point out. What this Masters Zerg was thinking against AlphaStar this game, because going for a consistent gas steal in a StarCraft 2 match isn't an option because your opponent can always block it. So what was this Zerg thinking when he sent out that drone that early? Does he do this in all of his games and hope he gets lucky and that his opponent doesn't block it? I'm not sure. Either way, the game is going to proceed with this extractor basically chilling in AlphaStar's space, just been like, sit, I'm here to mine some gas, but there's no one mining any gas out of me. It's a sad life for the extractor. AlphaStar, though, doesn't seem to be bothered at all, just going for a standard robo opening with adepts behind it. The usual deal, as a matter of fact. And then the adept just moving across the map to scout. However, ladies and gentlemen, seeing as how we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 gas geysers in this game, let's try and hit 4 likes on this video, 1 for each gas geyser. And of course, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, as daily StarCraft 2 content, not a bad thing. Now, we have a drone going to be moving out, trying to get up that third base. Looks like AlphaStar isn't going to be able to block that. All the while, a few lings on the way here for the Zerg, just to shut down the adept pressure. We'll see if they actually get much done. Looks like they've already nabbed themselves up 1 drone for AlphaStar. Could be more coming down the line as, oh, this is a bad opening for the Zerg. Looks like that's like 4 or 5 drones dead or something. Both the adepts actually now make it into the main base. Oh, this is disastrous for the Zerg player. 7 drones have died so far. Make that 8 drones for 2 adepts. That is a wonderful, wonderful trade for AlphaStar, just being able to pick off that many workers. Now, it's going to throw away a 3rd adept, it would seem, by overcommitting. However, still, that's like 3 adepts for 8 drones. Not a bad trade at all. 3 adepts for 2 drones is a much better ratio. However, still not bad. The Zerg's really been thrown into disarray. And now we actually take a look. The Zerg player's just like, well, whatever, Baneling nest time. Is he just going to Baneling bust AlphaStar? I'm not sure, because take a look at this. The Protoss player, AlphaStar, is just going to be putting the pressure hard onto his opponent. It's like he's going for a Warp Prism multiple gateway timing attack. However, he's just moving across the map with 4 adepts in this prism, then he's going into charge behind it. So a rather odd build from AlphaStar, maybe improvising a little bit here, all due to its single stolen gas early in the game. The Zerg player flying these overlords over, but he's got to know that there's adepts or something out on the map, and oh, take a look at this. This is all of a sudden going to be 6 adepts in his main base. If the Zerg had roaches, I'd say 6 adepts without resonating glaives, no problem. However, 6 adepts when you don't have any roaches to counter them. Big problem here. These Adepts are going to tuck themselves into a nice location. The Prism is also coming in. These Adepts that are injured can be picked up. AlphaStar even microing them expertly. Just keeping these Adepts alive and getting a very good trade. The Zerg player's economy is just desolate, pretty much. 29 workers to AlphaStar's 47. This is the scary thing about AlphaStar. No matter what you're doing, no matter what it's doing or what you're doing to it, it's always making workers. It never skips a beat, and it just goes to show how much of a how important macro is to your just playing StarCraft 2 at a high level. Like AlphaStar, it makes a lot of questionable decisions. It goes for odd builds, but the consistent thing is it's always macroing behind it, and that never ever lets it down, really. The Adepts going to come back in, going to set their sights on some drones. These poor drones eating frisbees. All the Adepts are a beautiful shade of red as well. Just meaning that they're getting very optimal trades. And now AlphaStar is actually going to move out onto the map. We take a look here. This is some Zealots, some Sentries going to be crossing the map. There's charge for the Zealots. You can tell because they're moving so fast across the map. Basically just sprinting across the map. And now the Prism's going to join up with this attack. This is going to be a tough hold for the Masters player. 15 Banelings are on the way. I mean, 15 Banelings is pretty darn good against Zealots. It's still going to be tough to make this happen. He simply doesn't have that much bulk in order to stop this. And to make matters worse, he goes in with all of his links. He feeds them to the meat grinder. Now there is a lot more Banelings done. So maybe this is actually so many Banelings. Oh my god. They're actually just going to run right into the Zealots. AlphaStar is trying to split, but those Banelings actually got some decent value, but I think it's simply still too much. Like, that was hilarious. That was like 20 Banelings or so running forward there. But I think we are just looking straight up at a dead Zerg here, ladies and gentlemen, as AlphaStar just pushes forward for the big W. And fear not, though, don't go anywhere, because this video isn't going to be over, as I'm going to load up another game right as soon as the player GG's. The Zealots cutting up the drones, a few more Lings rallying out. It's a bad time for the Zerg. So AlphaStar wins match number 1. I'll jump into the next one. Oh boy, this one could be a tough one, ladies and gentlemen. Oh boy, AlphaStar is going to be taken on a Platinum Terran. I didn't even know AlphaStar really matched with Platinums. I know sometimes, like, it is pretty low on the ladder here and there, but this one could be like clubbing baby seals. Unless this Platinum player is like Bjorn in disguise or something, this is going to be very tough, I fear, for the Platinum player. He's going to be trying to take on another Protoss iteration of AlphaStar. We'll see, though. I mean, a low-ground wall-off is already interesting for the Platinum player. He's sending out an SCV to scout early on. Who knows? Maybe he'll show us some very dank builds, like mass battle cruisers or something like that, which could very well beat AlphaStar, as it does derp in the late game. So we shall wait and see. And then, yeah, just, I mean, probe moving across the map, SCV moving across the map. All the while that low ground wall off is getting up for the Terran. Oh, okay, this is interesting. Just a second barracks. Just like, hey, second barracks, Merry Christmas. He's trying to do the trick in which you micro the SCV so it avoids the probe, but AlphaStar's just like, no. And now this Platinum player is just like, oh god, what do I do? He's just not going to build the other barracks right away, it would seem. So that's something. No barracks, no gas yet. This is an odd build here. Maybe this Platinum player is trying to mind game AlphaStar like no other. Just be like, what are you going to do when the SCVs come for you, or when the 2 racks Marine comes for you across the map? Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, this guy, it looks like he asked for StarCraft advice, and someone was just like, oh, 2 racks. And he's like, oh, well, I'll build 2 raxes then. Jokes aside, this is a very odd build from the Platinum player. However, ladies and gentlemen, in our quest to cast every single AlphaStar game in this journey... Ooh, they bumped noses. we are going to be casting every single one, and that means matches like this. So if you want to come on that journey with me, make sure to subscribe, as we're well into our way of casting AlphaStar matches. I'd wager we're like halfway through all the games or something like that. Yeah, this is just an odd one, though. I'm not sure what to make of this. I'm not sure AlphaStar knows what to make of this. Like, beep boop, what do I do? As the third Rax gets thrown on a double gas, though, behind this, so I guess the Terran player will be going into bio. Despite this very odd opening. Yeah, he goes double Rax, gets up a bunker. Alright, let's see where this is gonna go. He's just making Marines. I imagine we'll see Stimpack start up pretty soon, as he saturates up his gas. And then the game's gonna go from there. AlphaStar making workers non-stop. Getting up an Oracle. There's a reactor, there's a tech lab, so Stimpack is going to be getting research. There's 4 Marines in the bunker. However, the concern for the Terran player right now is that there simply isn't anything in his main base to defend versus the Oracle. He's heading towards Stim. I understand the desire to rush towards bio, but your economy just suffers so much. As yeah, this is gonna be a tough one. I'm not sure what to say, folks. I'm not sure what to say. AlphaStar is getting out an Oracle, getting up a couple of gateways. Meanwhile, there's a Marauder on the way for this player. So yeah, interesting match here. Interesting match we have. Factory is on the way for the Platinum player. He's making a couple more Marines now, so he is slowly getting up that bio. However, we're already seeing the discrepancy here, as AlphaStar is at 38 workers. The Terran player is at 27. I mean, Stimpack will eventually finish up for the Terran player. However, he probably won't even have that much bio. Like, he's not making bio consistently here. These racks are sitting idle as day, as he's just going about getting up everything else. And this is going to be hard to go for a bio timing when you don't have that much bio. AlphaStar is staying back with its oracles. If it just charged into the main base, who knows how much damage it could have got done. But that's part of Starcraft 2. You never know how your opponent's going to play. And apparently, I don't think that's a solid wall. Yep, this player realizes it. He throws down another supply depot, and that is still not a solid wall, I believe. I think something may be able to sneak through there, because, like, okay, he's throwing up a few more depots. That might make it better. I'm not sure. As more and more bio is getting produced by this Platinum player, who I think at this point, it's safe to say, is just a straight-up Platinum player. Okay, maybe that is a solid wall now. Make sure to turn on grid if you play, ladies and gentlemen, as it makes walling a lot easier. So yeah, we take a look. Armor gets started, interestingly enough, for the Terran player. Okay, it isn't a solid wall. I was right. Those adepts do shade on through, and right now this guy's like, god darn adepts. He is gonna have a bio timing. We'll give him that. He's gonna have a fair amount of bio. He's gonna have medivacs, or he should do. He's going to have +1 armor, not +1 attack, which is a little odd, all things considered. But, I mean, he's going to have a decent chunk of bio, making Marines non-stop. Let's go, let's see. AlphaStar could be caught off guard by this one. I have my doubts, but the suspense is starting to build here, as another Marauder's on the way. A third CC even. Oh my gosh, he makes the third CC before he fires up his 2 medivacs. There we go, the medivacs are on the way, though. The Terran player is down 25 supply. He's down on workers. He doesn't really have anything super promising for him, but maybe this attack can get something done. AlphaStar has actually gone up to 4 Oracle, by the way, as it goes for 4 Oracles. Apparently 4 is the number of the day. The Terran player stims his bio to try and catch those Oracles, but they're just like, okay, alright. Fortunately, medivacs are on the way out for the Terran player, and oh, he's actually going for Ghost Academy. Oh, that's kind of curious. He's also throwing up missile turrets in some rather random locations, but he's covering his faces. And now he should be getting ready to move out with his bio. He's also making Vikings. Okay, this guy, I mean, I see the logic. He's like, oh, the Protoss could be making Colossus, or the Protoss could be making High Templar. I'm gonna get counters to both. Really curious. Or he's making the Vikings to counter the Oracles. Who knows? The third command center is going to float on out. This is such an odd game. I don't know what to say. He's gonna have a Ghost, though. So he's gonna have the possibility to EMP AlphaStar's army, but the problem is, AlphaStar played before the enhanced Shockwave patch came through, I believe. So he's not gonna have the super good EMP. He's getting up Cloak for the Ghost. But I'm still not sure what to say. I am still rather unsure of what to say. The Marines stim, they're going to try and chase the Oracles, but the Oracles just run away. They tag the army, which is kind of just like, hey, yeah, I'm just tagging you twice. Deal with it. And now these two medivacs are like, now we have to heal up all these Marines. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. And the Terran player is still just sitting back, 8 minutes into the game, no harassment. Yeah. Yeah, what an odd match. We'll see though. I'm waiting for the big attack. The hype is going to kill me, I think. And I'm just gonna go nuts. Go nuts in the cast. Interestingly enough, a second factory gets thrown up before racks 4 and 5 for the Terran player. AlphaStar. Oh, AlphaStar is going to have Psystorm. And ladies and gentlemen, as someone who was a Platinum Terran at one point, the ability for a Platinum player to EMP High Templar, all the High Templar, it's a tall order. I'm going to levy with you. So the bio's going to come on in. They're going to set to work on these rocks. Meanwhile, AlphaStar is just crossing the map with these High Templar, with all of these Zealots. And is it just going to run into each other? Oh my gosh, the armies are going to clash. Here we go. Here's the big fight. This is the show. The Terran player needs to stim his units. There is no stim coming in yet. The High Templar are not in the army. And okay, here we go. The bio is kiting back. The High Templar are not in position to fight. The Oracles are coming forward. How much are they going to help? I am not sure. Looks like the one Ghost is going to go down, though. The bio is trading all right, but oh, there's the size. Oh gosh, the fight is happening. Oh no. Oh, and he's making a Hellion. He's making a Liberator. He's getting high-sec auto-tracking. You gotta give it to this Platinum player, but it's just not happening. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. Ladies and gentlemen, for the glory of this Platinum player, show that you enjoyed his games, slap that like button. Of course, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. And thanks to those of you, the 3 of you who support the channel via the memberships. And, of course, join the Discord. We have a good time in there. There's the replay submission channel while we wait for AlphaStar to move in and just obliterate this Protoss player. Or this Terran player, pardon me. He's given it the good old try, but it's not happening. It's not happening. Oh gosh, the humanity. The Psystorms are dropping. There's even a Templar in the Medivac that's going to drop in Psystorm. Just hit what little bio he has. And yeah, Platinum players cannot contend with AlphaStar. I am sorry, ladies and gentlemen. This has been LaughNgamez. I'll see you next time.